What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is the part 3 of the Honda Pilot rebuild. So in today's video I'm gonna show you guys all the parts that I got, and also I'm gonna try to get this thing up on the frame machine in today's video, maybe even start doing some framework, but we'll see how's my time frame gonna be. But as of right now, let me go ahead and show you all the parts that I bought, and my goal is to swap out the brake booster or this jug right here, or maybe I'll even replace it with the metal piece that comes with it. It might be easier because I don't want these seals to be leaking in the future, because I do have this piece on my donor front end that I bought for my other Pilot. But as of right now guys, let me go ahead and show you all the parts that I bought, and most of them are original parts. There, I believe only one part that I bought is going to be aftermarket, but that part in my opinion doesn't really have to be original, because I will show you guys why. So let's go ahead and check out all the parts. Alright guys, so here we are starting off with the fenders. I did buy 2 original fenders. They are used, but they do not have any damage. This one is the same color, so which will save me about I don't know, I'd say about $150 to $200 on paint. Then also from the junkyard I did buy some of these brackets for the rebar, which was a mistake because I ordered the whole rebar from the dealership and it comes with these brackets already. And also I ordered the new hinges. I have only one as of right now. The other one should show up tomorrow. But here's the front bumper. I'll open that in a few minutes. And so pretty much this is all I got here from the junkyard. With actually I bought air box as well from the junkyard, and I did get a good headlight. This thing is like in pretty mint condition, just needs to be wiped down, and I mean this thing looks absolutely amazing. So I bought all this stuff from the junkyard, pretty much the headlight, air box, both of these moldings for both fenders, 2 fenders and brackets for I think it's around $800. I know it might sound a lot, but this headlight itself is like almost $400. So I sold my other one pretty cheap. I sold it for 60 bucks to somebody local. I wish I knew they were more expensive, but it's no big deal. And then also here is the hood. I did buy original one. I was gonna get one off the junkyard, but that one had some damage. It was not worth me messing around with it because it is aluminum. So I just went ahead and bought a brand new hood from the dealership. And this right here guys, this I bought this. It's an aftermarket piece. I believe it doesn't have to be original because most of the radiator supports, original or aftermarket, they're pretty much exactly the same thing. So I do not see any difference. Let's go ahead and open up this piece, the hood. I actually hadn't opened the hood. Hopefully there's no damages. And also I'm going to open up the bumper, and hopefully there's no damages on that either. Alright guys, so here is the radiator support, and I am inspecting it. I don't see any damage except this little thing, but this is whatever. This is very thin. I can even move it with my hand. So I'm gonna straighten that out when I'm putting it on there or test fitting it. But it's pretty interesting that this radiator support comes with a full piece right here, which is pretty cool if your car is damaged right here. But let's see, because I know I do have this piece on the donor part, so probably use it from the donor part, but I guess we'll see how it goes. Anyway, the radiator support is good. Let's move on to the hood and then the bumper, and then we'll start mounting on the brake booster. Alrighty guys, here is the hood, and this thing looks in absolutely mint condition, except just a couple little, I don't know what are these, I guess they're just marks, but this is not even a scratch. So other than that, this hood just looks amazing. No damage, nothing like that. Original OEM hood. This hood is about $650 from the dealership. It is a little pricey, but at least it's original. I like original parts. I'm willing to pay up a little more if I have to. But man, when this car will be done, these gaps will look OEM, because I do have an OEM hood, OEM fenders, OEM bumper. So this should line up very nicely when I'm done with it. Now let's move on to the bumper. And here is the bumper, guys. This thing also looks in mint condition, and it is an original bumper from the dealership as well. So this is all awesome because it's all original parts. This bumper is just a half piece. I do have the bottom piece is good off this one, and I have another bumper laying over there. So I have some parts left over from the previous Pilot. So this is the total for the two fenders, headlight, and the airbox, and also the couple brackets over there. $815 was from the junkyard. That was the total. And then this is the Honda dealer. The total on this one was $1390, and that is including the hood, bumper, both hinges, and what else did I get here? Oh, and also the rebar included in there. The hood is like $600, but that is with my shop discount, and the rebar is pretty expensive too. It's $336. And then what is this? Oh, that's the front bumper, $245, and each hinge was $54. And then last but not least, the radiator support was $300. If I can get it to focus, $382 from the dealer. The radiator support is about $550. So I personally think the radiator support doesn't have to be original, because I'm still gonna weld it in. It's gonna look just like OEM. For me, the main thing is the gaps to look perfect and as OEM as possible. That's why I went with all the outer parts, like the hood, both fenders. I wanted that to be OEM. So next, guys, my plan is to probably go ahead and replace this cylinder with the plastic jug that I took off. I don't feel like taking it off the parts one, because I feel like if I take it off, the seals might be messed up later. So I'm just gonna take off these two bolts and these two brake lines over here. I will obviously have to re-bleed the brakes once I'm done with it. But let's go ahead and take off these two bolts and try to get this cylinder out. Hopefully it doesn't give me a hard time. Alright guys, so I'm outside next to my donor front end, and now I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. The reason why I don't want to take the jug off separately, just so I don't mess up those seals back there, so I'm gonna take these two bolts out, and obviously these brake lines have to come out, and hopefully this thing just slides out and, you know, it can be replaceable. I guess we'll find out. But before I do that, I want to show you guys something. This was supposed to be my next project here. I was gonna get this thing for a work truck, like to haul my cars and stuff. And let me show you guys the damage on this thing, and I'll explain a couple things to you guys. So this is the damage, pretty much suspension damage. The damage overall doesn't look too bad. Some of this stuff is like bent, and this is like ripped out, but that is easy fix right here. I got this truck. It was supposed to start, because on the auction it said it did start. Once they brought me the truck, this motor is completely locked up. There's no I did a compression test. There's no compression in the motor. So this truck, I'm taking a big loss on this one, sending it back to the auction, but that's not gonna be my next build anyway. So yeah, now moving on back to the brake booster. Let's go ahead and start disassembling this stuff. there you guys have it. That was actually really simple. Should be really simple on the other one as well. Alright guys, so this is the best view I can get from here, so just bear with me. I'm gonna go ahead and replace it real quick, and then I will update you guys on how everything went. Alright guys, so here's an update. Everything is bolted. Both of the brake lines are bolted on, and I ain't gonna lie guys, this thing was actually really easy to replace. So now I'm just gonna have to bleed the brakes, and then we can get it up on the frame machine and start pulling this section out. I might even just cut it, straighten it out, and weld it back on there. I don't think I even have to pull anything. This section right here, actually yes, I have to pull this section this way so I can get this buckle out. Alright guys, quick update. I bled the brakes. I didn't have it on camera because it's kind of repetitive stuff, but I took all the 4 wheels off. Brakes are bled, and I'm running into another issue. Let me show you guys here real quick. Okay, so I'm trying to start it. Now it's working. It's working for the camera. Let's try it again. Try it again. Okay, well, I'm not sure why it's starting now, but it wasn't starting before I started recording, and I figured it's the starter because basically, let's try it again. It tried to start it, but it didn't. It like kept spinning, and then like, well, it'd spin like halfway and shut off. And then I got a screwdriver and I hit the starter a couple times. That usually does the trick if the starter is bad. And it did start it, as you guys can see right now. It's starting, but turns out I have to replace the starter as well, and I'm gonna show you guys why. But I'm gonna give it one more try here. There it is. Basically this is what it's doing, and it's not starting. So the starter is bad, and the reason why I figured it might be bad to begin with, when I was disassembling it, I've noticed this, but I figured it wouldn't be a problem. Over here there's a little like I don't know, it feels like there's a little bit of damage right here. I'm assuming it got hit from the impact, and that's why it's not starting it. So hopefully this is not gonna cost me a lot. I'm gonna call the junkyard or the dealer, see which one is cheaper, and I'm gonna go ahead and order it. But other than that issue, the brake booster is full right now. It's up to right here, and I mean, it's holding perfectly. There's no issues. There's brakes. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap on the wheels back on there, and I'm gonna try to resolve this starter issue. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully it doesn't run me too much money. Alright guys, so here is a quick update. I put the wheels on. I already got it up on the frame machine, and let me tell you guys my plan about what am I gonna do here. I can't really get my pinch weld clamps on there, so I'm probably gonna set the car on 2 blocks on each side, and then I'm gonna take the wheels off. And here's my plan. I'm probably gonna tie down the car from the subframe down, because this is the main pull that I'll have to be doing here. I'm gonna have to pull this section out to get this little buckle out, but over here I'm gonna have to pull it forward, or I'll just cut it like that and I'll straighten it out and weld it back on there. So let's go ahead and put the car up on the blocks and start pulling this out. Alrighty guys, so the car is on the blocks and I already chained it down. That way when I'm pulling up, the car is not going up here. And also I did chain the rear end as well. That way the car is not moving forward. So now let's go ahead and start pulling it. Alright guys, so I went ahead and pulled it out, and this buckle is completely out. Everything looks nice and straight. I'm going to be replacing this piece right here. Is gonna there's like some spot welds over here I'm gonna have to drill out, and this piece will come out. So this is going to be replaced. Now let's move on to this frame rail. I'm gonna try to pull it out as much as possible. If that don't work, I'll try to cut it out, straighten it out. If that don't work, then I'll just replace it from my donor part. I just don't want to replace a little section that's kind of going to ruin the whole frame rail on the donor part just because of this little section. So let's go ahead and try to straighten this one out. Alright guys, so I've decided I'm going to end the video right here because it's been about a week since I've posted the video, and I'm going to go ahead and upload this video today or tomorrow. That way I have a video for you guys. But the reason why I'm not working on it as of right now, because I am getting caught up with these two cars right behind me. I'll show you what I'm working on. Those are off camera obviously, but my main focus is on this one. As soon as I'm done with those two, which should be in the next day or two, I'm gonna jump right back on this one. But on this one, this is my brother's work van. He got it, and I am replacing the front end on it, which I already did. I just have to disassemble everything again. There's apparently there's a vacuum leak somewhere and it's not running properly. But this is my wife's SUV, the 2016 Honda Pilot that was wrecked in the front. I did mention in the other video that I had to replace the frame rail like way back there. I had to pull the motor out on this one. I didn't have any of it on camera, but I did swap it with a 2019 front end, and it turned out absolutely amazing. Everything looks perfect, and I also installed the 2019 wheels with some brand new tires, so I think it looks pretty good. But I'm just doing a little bit of maintenance to it. I just want to show you guys real quick what it looks like. I'm pretty sure some of you guys are wondering what else did I get, but it's a black interior. It's got like 50k miles, or almost 50. It's a EXL. That's what it looks like here. And like I did mention, I had to pull this motor out, and I cut the frame rail all the way like back there. So it turned out amazing for all the work that was done to it. So I'm wrapping up the video here guys, and once again I apologize for not having another video sooner, but I did get caught up with those cars. So hopefully this thing should be done in the next week or so, and it will be ready for paint. So be sure you guys stay tuned for that. But with all that being said guys, if you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like my videos, share them with your friends, and follow me on Instagram at Rebuild with Nick. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.